What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another graphic design tip. My name is Steve Looney from graphicdesignertips.com. And this week, I had a question asked by username Kariev Creary. I think I said that right. It says, hey man, I just want to ask, do you have like a client questionnaire where you ask all of the questions that you need to know before you start your design? And that is an awesome question because the answer is yes. Preparation is key to any project, and to streamline your work and your workflow even better, what could be better than having a questionnaire that your client answers prior to the project? As you start to grow your client base, you're going to want to make things a little bit easier on yourself, things a little bit more efficient. So having a questionnaire ready for the job is not only going to help you be more efficient, help you do things quicker, but it's going to help you land that job. And the reason it's going to help you land that job is because it will show your potential clients that you are ready, that you have done this before, that you have a system in place, and they're going to feel comfortable. So there are many reasons why it's just such a great thing. Like I said, you want to make sure you are efficient and you have a streamlined workflow. So instead of just calling the client back, oh, I forgot to ask you this, oh, I need to know this, you ask them this stuff all in the beginning of the project, and then you will have this all for reference later. And it actually, what it's going to do is it's actually going to qualify your clients also, because if you're sitting down with a client or you're on the phone with them and you start asking questions, or you ask them to go to your website to fill out this information and they don't do it, or they're at the meeting with you and they say, no, we don't have to worry about that right now, then that's disqualifying them because they're not really serious to do the work with you. If they're ready to go and they know that you're starting to write things down, that they will either tell you at that point they're not serious, or if they start giving you information, that means they are. Okay, so these are the ways you're going to be able to present this questionnaire to your client. If you're sitting down with a client, you will literally pull out a piece of paper that has your questions on there. Now, you want this to be something nice and clean, maybe with your logo on the top so it shows that, you have a system in place. That's what it'll, because it's going to build confidence in your clients to say, wow, this person knows what they're doing. I feel comfortable with them. It might be your first client. They don't know that. So you want to have this questionnaire, and you want to be able to either ask them the questions and start filling everything out, or hand it over to them and have them fill it out. If you went there for a meeting and they say, oh, I'll take it home and I'll fill it out, most likely they're probably not interested. But I would say, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. Or maybe 10 times out of 10, who knows. The next way is if you're on the phone with somebody, literally to say, hey, I have a questionnaire that I follow. Let me go over the questions. And now you start writing in everything, because you want to come back to this stuff, like I said earlier, and reference it later on. You don't want to be calling your client and annoying them about the stupidest thing. Oh, what color did you say that you want in your logo? Or what is your tagline going to be? Or what did you want on that web page? Stuff like that. You don't want to annoy them like that. Plus, you don't want these projects to take forever. You want these projects to, finish up quick and get on to the next project. So the third way is to have a contact form on your website, which is the best. I have them on my website. You can go check on my business website. You can go check them out by clicking the link. But they're very simple and they're very basic. And I know I could probably add more fields over time, but it's just simple stuff here. You can't ask them every question, because I am the type of person, no matter who contacts me for work, whether it be in New York where I reside or anywhere in any other country, I need to speak to you over the phone, or we need to have a Skype. We need to speak. I can't type questions and answers to you. So it's, you're really trying to do a good job for somebody. You need to ask them important questions all the time. So those are the 3 ways. All right, so now I'm going to go over a couple of the basic things that you want to ask for every project. And you know what? Tailor it to your own needs. If you want to add questions or take things away or do whatever you want, it's your business. You can do whatever you want. So, but I'm going to show you basically what I have done, and you can go to my blog and see the actual piece, download it for a logo design form. You can also go to my website and see what I do for web design too. So, but it's basic stuff, like I said. Starting with the very basics, you always want to make sure, this is an addition, but you want to make sure you have your basic client information. You want their name, their email, if they have a website URL. You want all this stuff because you want to be able to have their basic contact information, say they didn't give you a business card or whatever. This might be somebody you just met who just contacted you through your website and now you're calling them up. You don't know who they are. Okay, or if you do know who they are, write it down anyway. Now, you want to determine what kind of project it is. So say you're designing a logo for somebody. You want to find out the name that they want their logo to be. What is your company name? If you have a company that has the word corp after it, or you have credentials, you're an LLC, whatever it is, you want to ask them, do you want these as a part of your logo? Do you have a tagline? What color schemes are you thinking about? If they aren't thinking about any right now, that's okay. Let them know that you're going to give everything to them in black and white to start or whatever. You want to ask them if they like certain types of fonts. So maybe on your questionnaire you have different groupings of fonts. Scripted fonts, do you like sans serif? Do you like serif fonts? Do you like blocky, chunky fonts, thin calligraphy fonts? Really narrow it down, because later on when you start designing for these people, and they come back to you and they say, well, I don't like this at all, you could say, hey, well, that questionnaire says a little bit different. It says you do like these kind of fonts, you did want the color blue in there, and that's the tagline you wanted, even though they said they didn't want any of that, because it's going to happen. And then they're going to go, oh, and then they're going to remember. So it's proof right there, and it helps you save time. Plus, you can't remember everything. You can't just say, oh, yeah, you always got to write this stuff down on a questionnaire. So say you're talking about a web design. You want to make sure that you're asking them if they have a URL. What do they want as their emails? And jumping back to any project, really, even the logo design, are there logos out there you like? Are there styles you like? Are there styles you do not like? Are there fonts you hate, that you do not like, that you do want us to stay away from? Are there websites that you like the look of, the layout? Are there websites you do not? It's always good to ask a client about things they like and things they don't like, because it'll help narrow everything down a little bit. And if a client actually sends you some things, because a lot of clients will say, no, I'll just give you free reign to do whatever you want. But a lot of times clients do send you stuff. So that's another question you can basically ask. On my logo design information form, I have a little sketch box. So if I'm with a client and I have my pencil, my pen real quick, I'll say, and they have an idea, they say, oh, I really always envision my logo to have something like this on it. I'll start to sketch it out real quick, not, just play around so that, their eyes open up wide. Oh, that's really cool and this and that. And I don't want to say 9 times out of 10. I would say about half the time that we have that meeting and we talk about that initial sketch, if I do something like that, based off of their ideas, they automatically love that comp on the draft that I send them for their logo. They go, oh my God, that's the one that I had the idea of, and it's you're freaking Superman, Superwoman to this person. So any other questions you can think of that you're including on yours, put them in the comments at the end. But that's basically what I use for the moment. All right, so in wrapping up, I just want to reiterate that having questions is good preparation for the project, because imagine you have 5 projects going on at once, or 10. You have 5 or 10 projects going on at once. You need to be organized, or you're going to be going out of your mind, all right? Not only is the organization going to help you, but you're going to save time, because you're going to narrow all these things down. You're going to build a good experience for your client, and hopefully they're going to refer you out. So it's all about making life easier for you so you can get on to the next project and satisfy the clients that you have now. So my name is Steve Looney from GraphicDesignerTips.com. Let me know in the comments what you learned in this video, what questions you're using that you think are very important. If you have anything you've learned in here, just let us know. Like the video if you're on YouTube right now, and share it out on your social networks. Very important. A lot of work goes into these videos every week. And click the subscribe button above to subscribe to our channel, to be able to be the very first ones that get these videos before anybody else. All right, that's a secret right there. So click the button. And I'll see you guys next time for the next graphic designer tip. Go to my website below and to be able to download the simple form that I use for logo design projects, and visit my regular website to see the other forms I use. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night. Peace.